Hello, I'm Zash. Is this the Goddess Helpline? Oh, no, sorry, I must have had the wrong number. No, I'm good on succubi and incubi. I don't need any more. Right, what? We're recording? Hi, I'm Zash. Welcome to episode 53 of my Steins Let's Read. I hope you enjoy this episode. Mayuri and Daru go home, leaving me with Kurisu. Cue porn music. You know, in another visual novel, I'll probably say that and be right.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that to happen. Cue porn music. Oh god.
She's sitting in the development room chair, endlessly twirling a pen in her fingers. What are you doing?
Thinking about the time leap machine. I know we can make it, but I'm wondering what will happen if we actually use it. So you're certain that in the upper floor of a CRT shop, you can make a machine that can extract a memory without ruining someone's brain?
I'm more worried about the putting memory in bit. That has a bigger potential of breaking someone's brain.
I don't know. Honestly, having a bit of a psychotic break is not the same as, diddling with someone's memories and ending up ruining their entire frontal lobe.
Well, reading will generally be passive. It's a lot safer to read things than write them.
Still, how are they going to get the memories out without literally breaking someone's brain? We'll see, I guess.
She hasn't even started working on the machine, and she's already worried about what comes afterwards?
Yeah?
Not very mad scientist of her. That takes confidence, all right. Are all geniuses like this? No, this is most ethical scientists, actually.
I don't know about you, but most humans consider, hey, we should do this. But
yeah,
we could probably, kill someone.
How could this blow up in our face?
It's called consideration of consequences.
Yeah, but that's not a thing in mad science.
Of course not.
What will happen when we use it? I doubt we can find an answer to this question, not without testing it live. Kurisu knows that. What she's really wondering is whether it's worth the risk. Mad scientist. Yes, it is worth the risk.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward. That's why I avoid arguing with her. You're thinking too hard. Finish the machine, then worry about it.
You're so pompous. Oopsies.
Kurisu groans and flops down on the desk. It's strange to see her like this. She's usually so cool and collected. She's letting her shields down.
Yeah.
But maybe that's an act, and this is who she really is.
Hey, Robin. Can I talk to you about something completely unrelated?
I'd rather talk about something related.
You told me before that I could ask you anything. Remember?
I did? Yes, you did.
You did?
I don't remember that. Well, that's because you're a moron.
A little. Well, I think my father hates me.
And mood whiplash.
Okay.
We're going into the heavy stuff now. She sighs sadly. So that's what she wants to talk about. A conundrum. This isn't like before when she was merely an advisor. The Time Leap project depends on Kurisu to succeed. It is clear, however, that she will be unable to focus as long as these petty concerns distract her.
Hey.
In that case, it falls to me, the great Hoyin Kyoma, to solve her problems once and for all. Only then can she devote herself fully to the future of the lab.
He honestly concerns me sometimes.
Very well. Speak.
You really are pompous.
And that's why you love him.
Yeah.
I assume it was your father on the phone the other day? I am speaking, of course, of when I found Kurisu outside the lab crying into her phone. The mood was delicate.
Yeah. I don't remember the last time he had a kind word for me. Even when we were living together before I went to America, he acted like I wasn't there. We're supposed to be family.
And you? How did you treat your father?
I was Daddy's little girl growing up. He practically had to drag me away from him.
So what happened? She smiles, but in her smile, I see a hint of self-mockery.
My father's a physicist. Even as a child, I loved to hear him talk about science. Couldn't understand a word of it, but I always begged him to explain. I wanted to understand his work, so I started studying physics. Must have been 5.
Wow, that's young.
Yeah.
Damn. I guess that's what makes her a genius. Or perhaps the yearning for her father's love was what gave birth to her genius.
Thanks to that, I always got perfect grades in math. I ignored all the other subjects, though, so my grades were a little skewed. I even read my father's papers. I was a little girl trying to comprehend theoretical physics, but I gave it everything I had. I needed to understand. By 6th grade, I had learned enough that I could discuss my father's theories. I was so happy that I could talk to my father on his level, you know. We used to argue all night long. And then I started winning those arguments, all of them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I think I
I'm
see
seeing
what
where this
happened.
is going.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that would make him hate you.
Blunt, but sadly true.
A tragedy fitting for a girl genius. What kind of scientist loses to a grade school girl anyways? Seriously.
You really think that's why? Yeah.
I'm absolutely certain that's why.
I guess he did have a lot of pride. Anyway, one day, he suddenly stopped talking to me altogether. Then he started fighting with my mom. Finally, he stopped coming home. I really loved my dad, so it was a big shock. I felt it was my fault things turned out that way. Couldn't go to school, I was so depressed. I don't know if that handled all the problems, if that caused all the problems, but...
Yeah.
And then Mom recommended I study abroad.
So that's why she went to America. You were just too talented for your own good. So, how do you feel about your father now?
I don't know.
Kurisu looks down. He's in Japan, right? Have you seen him at all?
No. He doesn't want to see me. That's what we were talking about on the phone. I asked if we could meet, but he told me to stay away from him.
Her father has quite the inferiority complex. No wonder she was crying. Even for someone as strong-willed as Kurisu, it must have hurt to hear that from her father.
Well, to be honest, look, constantly getting into debates with someone who constantly proves you wrong and makes you feel stupid is kind of... I don't want them around either. I mean, it is his kid, but you have to wonder.
I still hang around with May.
Yeah, but that's the same reason why a lot of genius kids have problems making friends.
Yeah.
It's just when someone makes you feel inferior, you don't want them around.
Yeah.
Because it feels abusive to you, even though they don't intend it to be that.
Yeah.
Even if we did meet, I wouldn't know what to say. I tried to talk to him before I left, you know? I tried so hard, but it just... Well, whenever I think about going to see him, I remember those times. I worry he'll ignore me again. Then I can't do anything.
Are you crying?
Just a little, okay?
You want to reconcile with your father, correct?
I don't know.
If you didn't, then you wouldn't have confided on me. And you wouldn't be crying, would you?
True.
Just be straight with him. Say, I love you, Dad. Let's make up. As long as it's not, let's make out.
Yeah. I think that's a little out of character. But...
It's your father. Stop acting like a weak little girl. Kurisu jerks upright, her face bright red.
I'm not acting like a little girl. Well, no, I think you kind of need to, though. She needs to kind of approach him as her dad, not as a scientist.
Yeah.
It's not that you're acting like a little girl, it's that you need to. Basically.
Yeah. Yes, you are. You'll never reconcile with him like that. Yes, but also Okabe might not be the best source of advice.
Yeah.
You need to speak from the heart. Give it to him straight. It's the only way to get your message across. You can't sugarcoat it. If that doesn't work, nothing will. Then you'll just have to hope that the time heals the rift between you.
And how long will that take?
How should I know? I'm only a year older than you, remember? How long has it been since you went to America?
7 years.
If nothing has changed in 7 years, then maybe it will take twice that much time.
I guess you're right.
Krisu sighs heavily and rests her chin in her hand. Did my advice backfire? It looks like she's even more depressed now. I fold my arms and rack my brain for a solution. I don't want to see Krisu like this. It's pathetic. Well, when are you going to see him?
Huh?
Krisu opens her eyes wide in confusion. I take out my phone and bring up the calendar. I assume it'll be during the summer break. Make sure you let me know ahead of time.
What are you talking about?
I might have plans. I'll need to shift my schedule around.
Hold on a second. You tell me you plan on coming along.
Of course I do. You are my assistant, and I will do whatever it takes to ensure you are in peak medical condition for the experiment.
Oops.
Krisu looks dumbfounded. What? Did I say something wrong?
Okay, you've had your fun. I'm in no mood for...
I'm being completely serious.
Oops.
I'll go anywhere you want. Anywhere in Japan. I'd go anywhere in the world, but I don't have a passport or money.
I feel ya. Okabe.
You're afraid you won't know what to say, right?
Yeah.
Then that settles it. I am the master of conversation. You will have nothing to fear with Hoyin Kyoma at your side. Why are you laughing?
You couldn't hold a normal conversation if your life depended on it.
Ah, by Jove, she's right. A mad scientist does not care about things like tact and decorum. He dominates the room with his sheer presence. Perhaps a softer touch is called for here.
But, thanks anyway. I definitely didn't expect you to offer to come. Not that I'm happy about it or anything.
Sundari stock line number 12.
I hate how you act like a nice guy sometimes. It's confusing.
Of course, Okabe Sundari too.
A little.
Confusing? How?
Or like he's utterly unbending to who and what he is, which is admirable, I suppose.
Yeah, well, no, he's generally a jackass to Krisu, but right now he's in dere mode, and he's being all sensitive and touching.
Yeah, but he's like that to everybody, to be honest. He's like
Yeah.
He's very steady in who and what he is, which I guess it is. It's not that he treats them differently, per se, it's just...
Yeah. Why is she yelling at me anyways? Shouldn't she be thanking me instead?
Okabe? That offer. I can take you up on it, right?
Of course.
Then, once we're done upgrading the phone wave, I want you to come bounce your mountain.
As you wish. Where is your father anyway?
Aomori.
Aomori?
That's where he lives now.
That's way up at the north end of the island. Like 700 kilometers or something. I wasn't expecting to have to go that far.
What? Not gonna back out, are you? You already promised. I'm taking you whether you like it or not, okay? I'm gonna shove you in the boot of my car.
Aomori it is then. If promising to go to Aomori will let Krisu concentrate on the time leap machine, it's a small price to pay. A small price indeed. The next day, Mayuri and I go shopping at Radio Kaiken. We have a list written by Krisu of parts for the time leap machine. Naturally, I'm paying for everything out of my own pocket. Krisu and Daru have already started work on the upgrade. Apparently the conversion of memories into digital data requires software developed at Krisu's lab in America. She can download that software from their dedicated server.
To be honest, man, he's got a massive allowance, doesn't he?
And spam.
He's the assistant. Going from Tokyo to Aomori by bullet train is over 15,000 yen per person, but the overnight bus is only 5,000 yen. Which do you prefer? I want to cover the traveling expenses, but I don't have that much on hand. I'm staying at a hotel, but I'm not a celeb. Mama's pretty strict on money. Not to mention she'd kill me if she knew I was going to see my father. So maybe we should go by overnight bus to fit our budget?
What is this nonsense? Don't forget your duty as a lab mem.
That's sweet.
But that's not the only thing we need. There's also some kind of brain scanning headgear that we're going to have to make ourselves.
Yeah, that worries me a little.
Incidentally, I have to pay extra close attention to make sure Mayuri doesn't wander off while we're shopping. Yeah, she does that. If she sees some random store that interests her, she'll literally stop and stare at it for hours. I keep walking, of course, and only later realize that she isn't behind me. Then I have to run from store to store looking for her. This must be how parents of small children feel. And while I've been monologuing about this to myself, Mayuri has disappeared. Oh shit.
Yeah, probably. That wouldn't surprise me.
Anyway, this is nothing new. Mayuri has always been like that. Oh, nope, she's still here. I'm begging you, stick with me. If you get lost in this labyrinth of technology, you'll never escape. Not with your sense of direction. Hey, my sense of direction.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, BKB, I'll be careful. By the way, how is time leaping different from time travel?
Oh, dumpling.
Did she really hear what I just said about not wandering off? Well, if you engage her in conversation, it'll be easier to tell when she's not around.
True enough.
Besides, Kreese already explained the differences yesterday. Time travel means your whole body travels through time. The time leap will only send your memories to the past. It's simple. Just memories, no personality or consciousness included. Although Kreese did mention that there was no way to be sure what might happen to your consciousness.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, here's a question. Are they going to, is it just basically a memory scan to copy the memories, or do they actually take it?
I think they're just copying them.
I'm hoping so.
Oh. Does this mean you can do things with time leaps that you can't do with D-mails? D-mails can only send instructions to the past. The past may change, or it may not. The results are unpredictable, and depends on the recipient. And when the past does change, the world line is reconfigured. Everyone loses their old memories. I am the exception, thanks to reading Steiner. With a time leap, on the other hand, you can give your past self not just instructions, but all of the memories you have right now. Or at least, that's the idea. We won't know for sure if it works until the machine is built. So I could send the costume I'm making back to last week? I would love to have another week to prepare it for Kamima. No.
Maybe. No.
That might be possible with time travel, but not with the leaping. Say you had a test last week. Now that you know the answers, you could send that knowledge to yourself and ace the test. But you couldn't go back and hand yourself a cheat sheet. So, Mayushi's mind goes into Mayushi 1 week ago? Exactly. While this conversation has been going on, I've been steadily purchasing items from Kurisu's shopping list. You can't bring stuff, but you can bring your memories. I get it.
Yay!
But then, what about the Mayushi from 1 week ago? Where do her memories go? I assume they get overridden. We haven't tested it though, so there's no way to be sure.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be anything to overwrite.
She disappears? Well, it's being overridden with the same data, basically.
I know, but the thing is if you send someone a memory that they don't already have, nothing that they can overwrite. Like if you send...
I think they can't be that selective with the memories. I think they're just taking a copy of all their memories and sending it back through time.
Yeah, that would be bad, potentially. But I mean, like, in that situation, a hypothetical one, if you sent the memories of the answers, back in time,
yeah,
to a person who doesn't know them, it's not like putting a new document. It's not like putting a document titled different, but titled the same as another one into the folder and replacing it.
Yeah.
It's putting things in that weren't there at all before.
Yeah. But what I think they're planning to do, because they don't have the accuracy to just pluck in memory out, that would take too long. It's just easier to copy everything and send the whole kit and caboodle back in time and overwrite the person's mind.
Yeah, but then there's the idea, I don't think they're thinking of it, that ends up overriding you, too.
Yeah, but it's overwriting you with you.
I mean, it overwrites both of you, because if you take what you know, now,
Yeah.
or if I took what I knew now and put it in myself, 10 years ago,
Yeah.
then the person that 13-year-old person would become.
Yeah, you don't remember what's 10 years ago.
No, I mean, they would, because it's all overwritten. Every memory I have would be overwritten into them. So they would know what it's like to be 13. But those experiences that they remember would change who they became, which means that they wouldn't become me.
Yeah.
So it would overwrite the both of them.
Yeah, and someone new would...
Someone completely new would come of what they became 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
That is trippy.
Yeah. Time travel. Hurts brain. She disappears? Oop. More spam. From the assistant. Titled Idiot.
Yeah. What do you mean, nonsense? Die! What the hell, Okabe? Yes, that was quite endearing.
Yep. About par for the course for two tsunderes courting each other. They're both in sun mode. Your memories right now include your memories from back then. So even if she does disappear, you don't really lose anything. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Except you do.
Yeah. Though I think they're going to say you can't leap more than a certain time period because your brains are too different.
Yeah, that's presumably the idea.
Yeah. I guess you could say you're just adding your memories from 1 week in the future.
Actually, that leads me to another question.
Yeah?
The world lines all have different people in them, right? Like, obviously.
Yeah.
Because male Lukako is not the same as female Lukako.
Yeah.
They're totally different people.
Yeah.
So how does that apply to Okabe, who remembers everything?
I don't know.
Because you think of him as the same person that he was in the other world line, except he's not.
Yeah.
There's always been another Okabe in this world line. So what happens exactly?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see if they explore the idea. Then, if Mayushi's memories leap into the Mayushi 1 week ago, what happens to the No, damn it. What happens to the Mayushi now? Yeah, I'm slurring Mayu into Mew.
Yushi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mayuri's asking some pretty philosophical questions today.
Yeah, that's all this has been, is philosophy.
Yeah. But I guess anyone would ask the same. Miyushi's memories jump to the past, but my body's still here, right? What happens to me when the memories go bye-bye? Very deep question asked very childishly. You become an empty shell. No, that can't be right. That wouldn't make sense.
That's what I was asking. Do they cut the memories,
Yeah.
or do they just copy them?
My assistance device merely records your memories data. In other words, it's just a backup. Your original memories are still inside you.
Yeah.
Nothing inside the brain is lost, until they're rewritten by the timeline change, or the world line change.
That's the point. Everything is gonna change in your own head.
Yeah. But you'll remember the events from the future from when you leapt back on the old timeline, or world line as they like to call it.
But the memories you have now,
Yeah.
when you did it,
Yeah.
the memories that you have when you push the button are not gonna be the ones that you get
Yeah. When
it's
you
done.
go forward, your memories may not be correct. Like, things may not happen as you remember it because you have changed things.
So both versions of yourself, the version of a week ago and the present one, are going to go through a change,
Yeah.
which could end up bad, potentially.
Yeah. You don't become an empty shell. Besides, neither personality nor consciousness is transferred to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, but they're not going to transfer the
Yeah, they're not gonna like transplant a different person into something.
Yeah.
But your consciousness is still going to change based on what memories you have.
Yeah. Your body shouldn't become an empty shell, and your consciousness shouldn't leap either. Yeah, which also means if you try to leap and miss, you can just try again.
Yeah, that would be nice. You always have a safe.
No, wait. There's another issue here. Actually, won't you become a new Mayuri, one who received memories from the future 1 week ago? Not that anybody, including me, would be able to tell the difference. Then does the Mayushi who had the normal memories before the time leap get erased by the Mayushi who repeated the week with extra memories?
Yes.
I think so, yes. This is getting complicated.
But this is exactly what I was asking for.
Yeah, that's right. She's erased. In other words, you relive the week. You can do things the same, or you can do things completely different. And you'll keep your old memories of the week that disappeared. Then, does that mean... The questions keep coming. She's trying hard to understand in her own ditzy way. I'm thinking she's asking some pretty good questions.
It's not ditzy at all.
Yeah. There's a brain in there.
I said she's shockingly perceptive for someone who's considered a bubblehead.
So, I redo the week, okay? But what if I decide to go to Ikeboro with my friends instead of coming to the lab today? What happens to the Mayushi talking with Okarin now? The present would change to match the past, and this conversation would never happen.
Like the motive that wasn't.
Yeah. Oh. And you wouldn't notice the difference, Okarin? Right. No one would notice. Actually, Okabe might notice. Out of everyone.
I was about to say, Okabe would notice because that would be a change in the world line.
Yeah. That would be kind of sad. For who? Me? No. For Mayushi.
Yeah.
I don't get what she means.
Well, you're hitting a button knowing that you're going to be someone different.
Yeah. Maybe that's why Chris Chen doesn't want to change the past. She nods to herself with a bright smile. Oh, I just thought of something. Can you time leap into the future? Another interesting question.
Yeah, I was about to say, but what would your idea be?
Maybe, but there wouldn't be a point. Krisu and I reached that conclusion yesterday. The memories you send overwrite the memories at your destination. If you sent your memories 1 week into the future, then the future you would lose 1 week of memories. Yeah, so bad idea.
Yeah. It would be an ill fate.
Yeah. The whole point of our time leap machine is to affect past events. We don't need to worry about the future. How very mad scientist of you, Okabe.
Yeah. So be very careful where you're shooting that thing.
Yeah. Besides, you're less likely to reach the future than you are to the past. And that's because the future is inherently unpredictable.
Yeah.
For example, do you think you'll have the same phone number for all eternity? How should I know? Exactly my point. And remember, pagers became obsolete with the advent of cell phones. Similarly, our phones may be replaced by some other device in the future.